Jimmie Johnson became the first driver to score back-to-back Allstate 400 at the Brickyard Victories on Sunday when he held off Mark Martin for his third career win at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Johnson's lead was inherited when disaster struck Juan Pablo Montoya, who dominated the race and led 116 laps, nearly making history by becoming the first driver to win the Indianapolis 500 and the Allstate 400 at the Brickyard. But Montoya was caught speeding on pit road on lap 125 during what would have been his final regular stop of the day for fuel and tires, ending his quest to make the record books. That left Johnson and Martin to fight for the victory at the front of the field. When the green flag flew, Johnson was able to nose his low Chevrolet ahead of his Hendrick Motorsports teammate, and despite a couple of runs in the final two laps from Martin, he was able to take the record-breaking checkered flag.
It's a great day for us. We had a competitive car throughout the day. It was just very tough to come through the field. We started 16th and kind of fell into 5th for a while, and then got to 4th and then to 3rd. So, at the end, with Juan having his problems and the caution coming out, it gave me a chance to really race with Mark on the restart, and that was really my only opportunity. Whoever, maybe after 1 or 2 laps, things just kind of evened out, and you really didn't have an opportunity to pass. So I did everything I could on that restart, and it worked out, and I cleared him. And at the end, he was coming a little bit on me. We got a little loose in 1 and 2, but then the car was really good in 3 and 4. So we're kind of trading off the distance. He'd catch me, and then I'd stretch it back out, and that game was going back and forth through the end of the race. So just glad to hang on. Mark put a ton of pressure on me. Very proud of his effort and what that 5 teams accomplished.
Although Martin closed to within 0.2 of a second in the closing laps, he was unable to get alongside the race leader. Martin was shooting for his 5th win of the season, but was forced to settle for the runner-up spot.
I just asked. I was hoping to be in the fray, and we were definitely in that. So drove my heart out and gave it everything I had, and I'm actually just grateful that I had a chance to race for the win. Would have liked to have won it, but got beat by Superman.
2-time race winner Tony Stewart finished 3rd for his 7th top 10 in 11 races at Indy.
Pretty satisfied with it. Obviously, you want to win here at Indy, but and you do every week. But we had a solid starting position, a good pit selection on pit road. We had one little hiccup in the pits. We got the top 3 or 4 there pretty early, and that was kind of our spot. And we had one stop that got us back to 7th or 8th, and we were able to get 2 of those spots back pretty quick.
Greg Biffle and Brian Vickers rounded out the top 5 in the 160-lap race that averaged 145.882 miles per hour. It was a tough day for a group of drivers battling for a spot in the chase. Denny Hamlin had a transmission issue early and was credited with a 34th place finish. Kurt Busch suffered a tire problem, and he limped home 27th. And Kyle Busch suffered a cut tire to finish 38th. That dropped him to 14th in the standings with only 6 races to go to set the field. The tire problems that plagued last year's race were never a factor, as Goodyear made good on its promise to find the right compound for one of the biggest races of the season. Goodyear tires last year couldn't make it longer than 10 to 12 laps, and the tire maker spent 11 months diligently correcting the problem, with drivers and teams giving the manufacturer high marks this weekend. Be sure to check back with Racing1.com for the latest from Indy, and stay with us as we count down to next Sunday's Pennsylvania 500 at Pocono Raceway.